Now, what is the latest in the list of setbacks that Pakistan cricket is facing? The dust around Pakistan's cricket board never seems to settle. Fresh off the heels of the recent unrest after the World Cup, it finds itself trapped in another mess. Pakistan Cricket Board, or the PCB, may lose its bid to host the ICC Champions Trophy in 2025. The tournament holds immense prestige and is the second biggest one-day multilateral tournament after the ICC ODI World Cup, of course. Pakistan was supposed to host the 2025 edition. Reports say the matches could now take place in UAE or in some other country, or as a hybrid model. The International Cricket Council, or the ICC, is yet to sign the agreement with Pakistan. ICC's hesitation to give PCB the hosting rights has a lot of weight attached to it. I'll tell you why. This will be the second time Pakistan will lose hosting rights and such an opportunity. It's only because India refuses to step onto Pakistani soil. BCCI has been firm on its stance due to disturbed relations between the two countries. Even matches between the two countries are played in neutral venues. To make it clear, a neutral venue in sports means a ground which doesn't belong to either of the teams involved in the contest. This happens due to a variety of reasons, including the political history. A similar scenario occurred during the 2023 Asia Cup tournament just some months back. India chose not to go to Pakistan, who were the hosts initially. Following the refusal, all of India's matches, as well as the knockout matches, were shifted to Sri Lanka. India's refusal to travel for the Asia Cup in September, and now amid reports of them potentially doing the same for the Champions Trophy, tells us how India's decisions impact the dynamics of cricket globally. Hosting the Champions Trophy could have given Pakistan a much-needed breather. It would have been the perfect respite from all the chaos. PCB was in crisis mode after back-to-back losses during the ODI World Cup, and there was immediate reaction right after the World Cup and even during the tournament. A new captain, a new chief of selector, a new director of cricket, a cleanup. But all of it seems to be now in vain. They are left scratching their heads once again. Pakistan hosted the Cricket World Cups back in 1987 and 1996, co-hosted them in fact. Things took a dramatic turn for the worse when Sri Lanka toured Pakistan in 2009. The Lankan team was attacked. At least 6 Sri Lankan players were injured in those attacks. Horrific pictures came out from that day, and cricket in Pakistan pretty much came to a standstill. Since then, international cricket has been microscopic or close to non-existent in the country. The security concerns are the primary reason why major cricket squads refused to tour Pakistan post that incident. The ICC even barred them from hosting the 2011 World Cup, along with India and Sri Lanka. Even the PSL, or the Pakistan Super League, that made its debut in 2016 was first played in UAE due to these very concerns. It was only after the 2017 PSL final, which was held in Lahore, that more international players started travelling to Pakistan. But with this turn of events, it would seem that the country and the cricket board haven't succeeded in reinforcing the faith and confidence of hosting international cricket. Despite trying to make significant efforts in reviving cricket in the country, the question of when will full-fledged international cricket return remains a question. If I come back to the situation at hand right now, India is an important stakeholder in the Champions Trophy. Their participation in any event, in fact, brings in massive engagement, record viewership, crowds and fans. We all saw that during the ODI World Cup. The cricket community closely watches any and every decision BCCI, or the Board for Control for Cricket in India, makes, because it has a ripple effect worldwide. Given the repute India has built over the years, their priorities and decisions matter to the ICC. Recent reports say PCB chief Zaka Ashraf and the COO Salman Nasir met ICC's executive board in Ahmedabad during the World Cup. And it seems like Pakistan is aware of where all of this delays in signing the deal to host Champions Trophy could be headed. Media reports say that PCB officials suggested ICC must not take unilateral decisions, suggesting the ICC not to take any stance that favours India alone. PCB reportedly even gave a stern message to the ICC saying if India refused to travel to Pakistan for the Champions Trophy, the ICC should compensate them. On a more lighter note, all this talk about the Champions Trophy possibly being shifted out of Pakistan has promoted a very unlikely host to throw its hat in the ring. Iceland Cricket Board has expressed its bid to host the event, resulting in a lot of humour across social media.
We are hearing that a hybrid model will be preferred for the tournament. We are interpreting it as a clarion call for a land of fire and ice make a bid to host the tournament. Although weather conditions are suboptimal in Iceland during the months of February and March, we also have abundant supply of fuel and electric panel heaters to always keep the players warm.
Not to rub salt on anyone's wounds, but this surely got some laughs. The story, though, will develop in the days and weeks to come.